Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another normal game sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes.
Hit me up with the sound of watching the 950th murder mystery crime drama Netflix special with your significant other who just can't seem to stop watching them.
Oh, man. No, don't drink that. No, no. How do you? No, come on. Don't you all watch these shows? Oh, man, no. God, no. Oh, that's how I feel every time.
Is Kayla into that shit? Is she into that
Not really.
shit too?
Not really.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, the only, like, we'll watch maybe a series that will, like, we watched, like, the Dahmer thing, and, you know, there was a couple other small stuff, but, yeah, no, she isn't like, man, there's a new murder mystery on there, or, you know, new ways that families get completely fucking destroyed. Let's watch that. Yeah, no, we're
M is so hardcore into that shit. It's hilarious. Like she'll watch that shit even if I'm not there.
Damn,
like, she's watching all of that. She's really into. All the nurses seem to be, bro. Like all the nurses are like crazy deep into that shit. It's wild. I don't know why, but you know, I like the ones that are interesting to me to watch though are the ones that we like quasi live through ourselves, get our timeline, you know, back early 90s and whatnot. And then like obviously the ones that are actually worth watching a lot of the times in terms of how they would have caught them were pre-DNA tests.
Yeah.
Because obviously it was a lot easier to get away with shit before they could start fucking just lifting DNA off of everything.
Yeah, so, I mean back in the day, I mean, people were just, I can't imagine how much shit, like, that wasn't caught. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's just it. Like, I mean, you could do almost anything. I mean, the cameras weren't everywhere. People weren't able to record all the stuff all the time. There weren't security cameras as frequently for a long time. DNA literally only became, like, a viable, consistent thing, like, in the mid-late 90s.
Yeah.
And so, like, just imagine how much shit went completely unfound. I'm sure it still happens today, but, like, it's so much more difficult to get away with. You know, how frequently do you hear of serial killers anymore?
Well, you don't. I mean,
like, it just doesn't really, like, at least here. I mean, other places in the world, obviously. But, like, around, like, it's so much harder to pull off. So, yeah, but she's deep into that shit, for sure. But enough about that. The reason that came up is I pulled it out of StalkerOnly, who's the red Protoss up here in the top right.
Yeah,
and we've got Flip in the bottom left, the blue Terran, who is currently getting his butt touched right now by a very annoying marauder inside of a bunker here, placed outside of the expansion, as he forced StalkerOnly down here after planting another structure right in his natural. And so this was kind of a 4D chess maneuver here by Flip to try to control where Stalker was going to expand. And so far, it seems to be paying off. I mean, this is kind of annoying. At the very least, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying. I do like the fact that he put down an immediate 2 shield batteries. That was very well played. I don't like the fact that he's continuously attacking this bunker with these Stalkers, seeing as though you're just never going to be able to kill it until you get rid of the SCV. And finally, he gets rid of the SCV. He did do an overcharge there on that shield battery, but that is going to run out sooner than later. He needs to basically just get rid of this bunker. There you go. Beautiful. All right, so he is going to get rid of the bunker. I wouldn't even follow. At this point, you already know he's got pretty much all Marauders, and I would just be going. He is going to go for Blink, so he's going to just stay on the Stalker hype, which, you know, I'm not fully against. I would have liked to have seen Charge. I probably would have made a switch to Charge and put down some more gateways, but we'll see. Maybe. Well, then again, his fucking name, Adam. It's StalkerOnly.
It's StalkerOnly, bro. What are we talking about? You know exactly what's coming, bro.
That's
it's
right.
Stalkers, and if he tech switches later, it's going to be into Stalkers. It's pretty much what we're looking at right now. Stalkers from bottom to top.
Yeah.
And so it will really be, how does StalkerOnly do? I mean, this is like the, what is this, Marine King Prime, but fucking Stalkers?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, really, I mean, the style would be very similar, really, if you think about it. Like Marine stutter stepping versus Blink Stalker Micro, it'd be kind of like a very similar situation. But I mean, Stalkers, I think, and you could speak to this more obviously than I would, but I think Stalkers at this stage in StarCraft in mass with somebody who is really good at blink micro is a really good all around. Like you can do a lot of work.
Oh, for
with
sure.
That shit.
Yeah, I mean, even against units that theoretically can counter you outside of just like mass immortals or something, you can pretty much micro your way at. You can destroy anything with proper micro. So you know, I find stalkers, like just pure stalkers, late game against Terran typically doesn't work because you're going to be dealing with siege tanks, medevacs, like just medevacs alone against like a huge bio marine marauder ball is very, very tough to get rid of. You really need to pick off those medevacs, and you need to micro like a freaking god. But with just this much, with good micro, and especially when your name is just Stalker only, you already know this guy's going to have crazy good blink micro. Look at that. Just picking one off already, and it begins. It begins at him.
You know what? I kind of respect this, because if I was playing StarCraft right now, this is exactly what I would do. I would just literally, if I was playing Terran, it would just be like pure bio ball. If I was playing Protoss, it'd be like pure Stalker. Because I'm just dog shit, and so I might as well just master, you know, like the Bruce Lee quote of like, fear not, you know, I don't fear the man that's, you know, practiced 10,000 different types of kicks once, but I fear the man that's practiced one kick 10,000 times.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of Stalker only.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
that's literally my StarCraft career, bro. That's literally what I mean, obviously I'm confident I can play the game better than the vast majority of people that play it, but I got good because I got good at doing like 3 things. That's it.
Yes,
and did it thousands and thousands and thousands of times. And you know, it's the small intricacies. It's those tiny details that win you the games. Not necessarily just solid all around good gameplay. It is just being an expert at something to the point where people just haven't even dealt with it at that level. They're like, "What the fuck? Oh, this is stupid." Yep. How do they even do this? All right, that's how you create people like Stalker Only. Now we'll see if Stalker Only can pull this off. There still is no medevacs here, but you know, just this many Marauders as a whole against the 0-0 Stalkers and a 0-1 Marauder Marine Ball can do his damage. It all depends if Flip overstims. A lot of Terrans, they're just so used to clicking the T key. Even when they don't have medevacs out, they don't even realize that they've overstimmed. And next thing you know it, they're dead. So we'll see if he can kind of ration his stims. There's one stim there.
Down to the main, down to the main, down to the main. We got a multi-prong meme. I was like, why in the hell is only half of Flip's army over here? That's why. The other half had to go and deal with this. So it's not just, it is Stalker Only, but he's making an exception. There's an asterisk. He said, I'm gonna allow a warp prison.
Oh, you kind of got...
And he's made it work.
Yeah, and he's going to do a forward, he might just do a forward blink right here and just, oh no, he's just going to micro every single Stalker possible. A medevac is now out. He needs to focus down on that medevac and then blink backwards. He's going to do that. He's going to pick, one hit off. He might even sacrifice one Stalker to get it, and he doesn't do that. Meanwhile, he is going to lose that Warp Prism as well. A very, very good defend, but look at this, in behind, now got a 4th, the 3rd is saturated, putting down more gateways, got a nice Artosis pylon, 99 to 101 in terms of supply, and things are looking not so hot here for Stalker Only because the medevacs are now popping, we're now going to start seeing tech, we've got an armory going, it's starting to get a little hairy here, Adam.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a little hairy meet Sally as they get here on the ramp yet again, and just not enough blink micro is going to be able to help you against that many Marauder Marine with medevacs. His only saving grace here is that the medevacs have no energy, and so other than getting them out of there and occasionally healing a single unit, they're not really making that big of a difference at this juncture. But a new fresh medevac is entering the fray. And yeah, he's going to have to be a little bit careful about this. Another one comes up behind it. This is going to be a lot of running backwards.
Yeah,
full-on retreat, and
but it did a full stim there. He did a full stim there, and now he's going up a hill. That's not good for Terran. He just stimmed again. No energy left for those medevacs. Going to do a forward blink here and pick off 2 of those medevacs instantly. Needs to make it happen. There goes one. Doesn't even need to do that, but he's got just enough amount of Stalkers to be able to kill this whole army and the medevacs. And once again, the Terran, it was the overstim. It was the overstim. And now he's in trouble. Now grabbing a 5th.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is going to get out of hand very quickly here for Flip, as StalkerOnly showcasing some great single Stalker blink there on that. He had that surround, allowing him to easily do the blink he required. And Flip I don't know why Flip decided to stop and stand his ground there. It wasn't really worth it. He could have gotten out and had more units for this, but here is another drop with another big. And this is where this becomes a real problem. He's got so many gateways and bases.
Yeah.
That when he does a drop harass, he's warping 8+ fucking Stalkers in.
Oh yeah. This base is dead.
At once.
This game
I mean, how do you contend with this many Stalkers in 2 places at once? I just don't think you do.
Well, you don't, especially after you've been losing chunks and chunks of your army. Once again, overstimming. Had an opportunity, had a small window there, but got a little bit too aggressive with moving up into that third. Really just needed to go for a longer macro-style game and put down more. I mean, this Terran is playing not super macro-based. I understand that he's been in a lot of shit for the majority and being harassed, but he did do a good job at that initial defense, but just haven't been able to get back off. And look at this, now like a 6 base happened, it's over.
Bro, because at this point, I see the vision, Mr. Black. This is the vision. You get to a point where when you do a split attack, you know, if you've got 12 Stalkers knocking on your door anywhere, you have to go address it. And if you have a warp prism that has a couple of Stalkers, and then you do this.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it. You're getting 8, 9 Stalkers warped in any given time.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah, very, very tough to deal with, and pretty impressive to do StalkerOnly here. Yeah, very, very well played. More gates were going down. I think both players played really well. I just think Flip just too much stimming.
He overstimmed, yeah, for sure.
And I get it. You're under a lot of pressure. You know, you do that nice defend. You feel like, okay, now's my time to go up there. His original natural, or his second base, was actually at his third, so it's a little bit more exposed. He went up there, but did one too many stims here in the middle, and then had to deal with a high ground as well. And remember, we have shield batteries here, and he can overcharge the batteries. So very, very tough matchup there for Flip. A very good defend also early on with that bunker. I think he might have lost maybe 1 Stalker, if that. So that was really well played, and getting down those two shield batteries. And you can tell he does this a lot because his original pylon was right here, and his gateway and his core.
Oh, yeah.
So not only was he setting this up so that a Reaper could not get up on top of that base, but he also had a pylon in position there to put down a couple of shield batteries in case that third did get scouted early, whether that was with a Reaper, whether it was with a Marauders, or with a Hellion a harassment. He did all the right stuff. And this build feels like if he can get past the 5-6 minute mark, it's probably when his confidence really goes, like where he can really start to snowball. And that's pretty much what happened in this game. So solid overall. 2 good games so far today, Adam.
Incredible.
We're kind of getting spoiled here
just
on LAGTV.
batting 100 right now.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can continue.
Yeah.